Hey, this is a little demonstration on the Eberlestock F1 mainframe and the Eberlestock F2 transformer, two packs that are designed to work together in a modular packboard, backpack system. I already did a video on this chest accessory pouch, whatever you want to call it, that converts into a fanny pack so you can keep your essentials with you. So check that video out if you're interested. Super handy. But looking at the pack itself, there's not a whole lot of videos on the internet that explain how it comes together and separates, how it works, so I thought I'd share that with you guys. So I'll just take it off and show you how this works. Concept is simple. You've got a rigid tubular aluminum frame, a really simple harness system, a belt system that are designed to have a pack attached to it or removed so that you can use just the pack board or be hunting. So real simple to separate them. You come up to the shoulder harness and there's some straps that I've worked through all the way to the actual transformer because I think it makes a more secure fastening system. But get that separated, and then there's a zipper that attaches the two together. So at the top, the zipper pull's got a little hook on it that attaches to a loop that just keeps it from sliding up and down while you're moving around. So there's 3 buckles on each side. Attach the buckles, and you'll notice this probably looks a little different than what you've seen for pictures of this pack already. I made some changes. I'll get into that in a minute. But when you pull the zipper down around everything here, the pack separates, and then you can remove it. And so this pack is designed to, you can take the shoulder harness off of the mainframe and hook it into the transformer, and you can take the hip belt off and hook it into the transformer, and then there's some straps in here that will hook in with the shoulder harness, but I've got them kind of tucked out of the way here. So it's real simple. You either detach it on both, you repeat the process on the other side and detach this pack and leave it under a tree. If you got a lot of weight you got to carry, if you can don't have as much weight, you can kind of use this to sandwich meat against your back, or you can just have it secured with the zippers and using it as your hunting pack. So what I did to change this was, when you have this pack together, there is a identical buckle right next to itself. So you've got this one here, that's a female, and you also have the exact same setup that's a female. And the idea is that when they're separate, you know, you can still have these clipped together, and you can kind of use some little side compression on the side here. But when you have them together, it's really weird because you got an extra buckle flopping around in the wind and not really doing anything. So ideally, this strap, if Eberlestock continues to use it, would be fastened behind this zipper line so that you can tuck it out of the way when these two packs are together and just have one to click into, and then, you know, pull it around the zipper line and fasten in when you're having this pack alone. But I don't see where this pack is ever going to be operating alone. It just doesn't make sense to me. So what I did was basically cut the strap so I could get the buckle off, and then I went over here to this strap line that's already established and used the tri-glide to make a loop to hold that female buckle. And so now I can take the accessory straps that are male on both sides, and they're designed to hook into the F1 mainframe so that you can lash a load directly to the pack board. Now I can hook this in and pull across my pack, and when I tighten this all down, this strap line, this webbing line, is going around and it's compressing directly to the pack board. It's not compressing to the pack and to the fabric. It's pulling straight to the pack board, which is going to be the tightest fit that you can get. That was the big change I made. You'll probably notice that in the middle here something's missing. That's because I removed this buckle that used to be running across the front of the pack. I can only assume that it was for attaching a bow, but either way, I didn't see any purpose to it once I made this change so that these straps went across there, and it was just extra weight and confusion. So I eliminated it. I also removed the Molle webbing off the bottom of this flap here. It's just extra weight, and I don't think I'd ever attach anything to this Molle webbing that I couldn't already slip inside of this and cinch down firmly. There was also another strap kind of under the bottom in between the two that I have no idea what that was for. But I really hope Eberlestock continues to develop this idea, this concept, with a pack board, a rigid pack board that you can hook whatever pack you want to it. I'd like to see this get lighter. I don't see any reason why this couldn't be under 3 pounds. Do away with this stuff for having the pack function on its own, because I don't really see the purpose in that. The whole concept of having this tube with you at all, or this tubular frame with you at all times, is that you get an animal down, you don't have to make an extra trip back to the camp or truck or whatever. It's already there with you, and your first trip out is with purpose. So I will attack the top of this pack next, because I think this is kind of a poor design to have this weird strap going through the middle. It just kind of bunches this whole topper up. It doesn't really serve too much of a purpose. I'd like to see something that continued into this strap line here, so that when I pull, it's going bottom to top, a solid webbing line that will compress across, and not use the fabric for compression. So those are just some thoughts. Hope it stirs up some more ideas. But I didn't see a lot of videos out there talking about the way these two packs work together. So hope somebody appreciates it. I know I would have, but enjoy.